Nobody in my family climbs, but they took me skiing and hiking, and I think that started my love for the mountains.
Aged 16, Fabian Buhl had a fairly late start to climbing, but he rapidly rose to the top of the ranks in bouldering before diversifying into multi-pitch climbing. In doing so, he caught the attention of the climbing community, including veteran alpinist Alex Huber.
Fabian was initially a boulderer, and from what I could tell, he was also disciplined in that way. He didn't have much experience with rope management on alpine terrain, so he needed to work on that first. But I'd say it was obvious very early on that he's not only a brilliant climber, he also has the mindset to climb top difficulties high above the last bolt.
Before long, Buhl set his sights on following some of Huber's greatest routes, including the 350-meter sheer face of Wetterbockwand, 2,200 meters up in the Austrian Alps.
During my winter training, I couldn't stop thinking about Alex Huber's route at the Wetterbockwand, so I decided that I wanted to give it a try in my preferred style, ground-up solo. Alex thought it wouldn't be possible in winter, but for me, that was the greatest motivation. When you reach the bottom of the wall, you've already been on the move for 5 hours, and you're rather spent, dragging up the skis, the rope, and everything else. The logistics are quite strenuous. I still climbed the first 2 pitches that day before camping below the wall and getting up in the middle of the night to start again. I wanted to make use of the daylight in order to climb the entire next day. The climbing is very athletic because the wall is very steep for an alpine rock face. The crux has extremely tiny holds, and it's arduous at the same time. Over and over again, I had to brush and melt snow off the holds, move down and move up again. So climbing this pitch was a lot more demanding compared to what it would be in the summer.
With temperatures dipping below zero, Buhl couldn't afford to rest for too long. Having reached the 10th and final pitch, he still had to climb another 300 meters in order to reach the summit before dark. Having successfully completed his winter mission, Buhl set his sights on returning to Wetterbockwand to discover the challenges which would be presented by the solo ascent, but this time in the summer.
During my winter ascent, the rope management was laid out from bolt to bolt, which meant I could always mount the weight to the wall. In the summer, however, it was a lot more demanding because I wanted to red point the route, carrying all the weight myself without resting on any gear. I also needed to open the rope coils during my climb in order to belay myself. The crux of the Wetterbockwand is a 45-meter long 8C pitch, and it's even more demanding when solo climbing it with a heavy rope dangling from your harness. It's tiring and stressful, and the toughest boulder comes right at the end, so you have to reserve your energy.
A fall on the very last section of the crux meant Buhl was forced to rest and calm his nerves before restarting an hour later. This time, he was successful and completed his mission, conquering Wetterbockwand in both summer and winter.
Standing on the summit after solo red pointing the Wetterbockwand was something special. In the future, I hope to transfer solo climbing to higher mountains.